Hi guys, it has been a really long time. Sorry for that glare. I'll sit in front of it. Sorry guys. It has been a really long time since I have been on here. I looked and my last video was in January of this year. So it's been about 7 months, almost, since I made my last video. So I'm gonna try to be on here more regularly now. So I just came on here to talk to you guys about kind of what I've been up to. If you don't follow me on Instagram, then you probably just thought I disappeared, because on Instagram I'm a lot more active. So my last video was right after my IVF failed. So I've kind of been dealing with that, along with just normal life stuff. So I'll be completely raw and honest with you guys. When my IVF failed, I got really depressed. I do a really good job of hiding when I am upset. So a lot of people had no idea for a while. Like, my husband thought I was fine and everything, and then there would just be times I would just break down. I just couldn't handle it. It was one of the hardest things I had to go through, especially going into it with so much hope, and then not even getting to transfer because all of your embryos just died. I get sad just thinking about it. I'm doing a lot better now, but I do have rough times still. I wish I could get on here and tell you guys that I was one of those awesome stories where I got pregnant naturally right after IVF, but unfortunately that did not happen. We are still trying. I'll probably talk about this in later videos, but we kind of have a plan to right now just try naturally, do our best, try naturally. We're on a ton of supplements right now, and so I'm actually going to make another video about that and explain all the supplements we're on and why, and if I think they're working and all of that. But we're on a ton of supplements right now because we are just trying naturally, and then we're pretty much just going to do that until we save up enough money to do IVF again, but we will be doing it through a different doctor. I was not impressed with my other doctor that we did our IVF through. I was not impressed with him. I wasn't impressed with this clinic. For as much money that you pay for IVF, which the clinic we went to wasn't as much as a lot of places around here, because I actually drove almost 2 hours one way to go see him. But for as much as you pay for IVF, I feel like they should have better equipment. There were a lot of appointments I went to where they would be doing the ultrasound, and I would actually have to move to another room because the ultrasound machine that I was using just wasn't working. They would be inside of me trying to do the ultrasound, and they'd be like, "Oh, this one just isn't working today. Let's move to the other room." And so I'd have to get dressed again, move down the hallway, and then get the ultrasound done again. So it kind of just sucked, and the doctor never really talked to us. The only time I heard from him was at our initial consult, when we actually met with him the first time, and then I didn't hear from him again until when he called me to tell me this is how many fertilized, blah blah, and then just one more time when he told me your embryos are dead. So I was not impressed with that at all. I feel like I should be hearing from the doctor a little more, and I had to bother the nurses a lot about telling me information about my health. I wanted to know certain levels when they took my blood to see how things were going, and I would have to call them or email them to tell me that. I feel like that should be a given. This is kind of important, expensive thing. Maybe we should call this woman and tell her what her lab levels are. But anyway, we're saving up money right now to do it again. We are going to be going to Colorado Center of Reproductive Medicine, which is going to be close to 30 grand. We spent 10 grand on this last one. So it's going to be a lot more expensive. So it's probably going to be a few years until we can afford it again. But I'm really just trusting in God. He knows what's best for us. If it takes that long for us to have a baby, then it does. And if maybe in the meantime we get pregnant naturally, then that would be awesome. We'll see what happens. We have agreed to spend all that money on one more round of IVF. If we have the same results, if it does not work, then our next plan is going to be embryo adoption. And if a really horrible thing happens and that doesn't work, then we will look into actual adoption. So we have a plan, which is good. It's just being patient and dealing with, still waiting and wondering what's going to happen. I mean, there still is a chance we can get pregnant on our own. It's not a very good chance, but we're trying everything we can, which I said I'll talk about in some more videos. We're trying everything we can to try to improve the problems we do have. So that's pretty much all that's going on with TTC right now. I am on cycle 39. My cycle this last time, the one that just started, was like 3 days late. So I had a little hope that maybe something was going on. But because of the chemical pregnancy that I had a while back, like a long time ago, I don't like to test until I'm like a week late, because when I had that chemical, I was like 4 days late, and I had a positive test, and then I started bleeding like the day after that. And so if I do end up pregnant naturally, I probably won't even test until like a week after my period was expected. Because this last time I was 3 days late, and I thought maybe something's going on. My husband was really hopeful. He thought that maybe I was pregnant. I was like half hope, half like, no way. There is no way that is happening. And it wasn't. I got my period late. And so it's okay. I had a little cry that morning, and I was mad that day, and then I just had to get over it. You have to pick yourself back up, you guys. This is my life. It's a lot of your life. Like, after all these failed cycles, you just can't dwell on it anymore. You just have to be like, you know what? I'm doing everything I can. What else can I do? Nothing. You can't do anything else but try your best to try to improve your health, save money for treatments you might be getting. That's pretty much it. So that's what's up with that. Other than that, trying to think of what all you guys knew last time I made a video, which was really long ago. Back then, I'm not sure if I had taken another one of my nursing boards yet, but unfortunately I have failed my nursing boards to be an RN twice now, which I know I was under a lot of stress both times that it happened, because the first one I took it like right after I graduated, and I think maybe I was just under a lot of stress from like just getting out of school and stuff. And then the other one was right after our IVF failed, and obviously I was under a lot of stress then too. And so I've been studying really, really hard since like the end of January. I have a tutor that I use online. I study almost every day, sometimes not every day, but mostly at least 5 days a week. I study with her. She sends me questions and I review things. I take practice tests, and it's going a lot better this time. So please pray for me that I pass this time. I should be taking it pretty soon here. I'm not gonna tell anybody like when I'm taking it, because I feel like that puts more stress on myself. So I'm not gonna tell anybody when I'm taking it. My husband got laid off in April of this year, and now he's actually working for my dad. My dad owns a plumbing, heating, air conditioning, pretty much everything but electric company. And so Garrett is working for him now. He likes it a lot. I'm not sure if he'll ever go back into the oil field. We'll see. But for now, working with my dad is working out pretty great. When he wants days off, it's really not that big of a deal because it's my dad. So that's been pretty good. I work at a hospital as a CNA still. So I'm working about 3 days a week. And then the other days I'm studying for my test. Just trying to enjoy my husband. And our marriage isn't like terrible or anything, but you can always improve it. So we're just trying to improve our marriage, enjoy each other before we do have children, because one day we will. And I don't want to look back and be like, you were so like concentrated on trying to have these kids that you didn't even enjoy the time alone you had with your husband. So right now, that's pretty much what we're doing, enjoying each other, but still kind of focusing on trying to conceive, but not too much because I don't want it to depress me like it has before. Because I'm still, I know it might seem crazy, but I'm still healing from that IVF that failed. It's really, really hard for me to like come to terms with the fact that it didn't work. You just threw $10,000 down the drain, which we did pay off the loan we got for that. Some people might say it's a bad idea, and I honestly don't care about your opinion when you say this, because in my opinion, it was a good idea. We paid off our loan for IVF by taking out Garrett's 401k when he got laid off, and we know we'll have to pay taxes on that, and there'll be a penalty for that. But it got to the point where every month me and him were super depressed when we had to make the payment on our loan. And it got to the point where I was just like, why don't we just pay it off and be done with it? Or I told him, let's just find a way to pay it off so we don't have to like dwell on this anymore. We can put it behind us. We can stop like being depressed about it. It was just one more thing reminding us every month that we couldn't have a baby. So he's the one that suggested, let's take out my 401k, let's just get it over with and be done with it. And that has been such a blessing. Since paying it off, it's gotten so much easier to put the IVF cycle behind us and not have to think about it anymore. Obviously, I still think about it a lot, but not nearly as much as I used to. It was like an everyday thing before because I had all this money like hanging over my head. Like I owe so much money on this loan. So that's been really, really good. Honestly, you guys, that's really all that I have going on. Not anything like too crazy exciting. Just living my life. We are working on our house because we had a new house built last year. I know you guys know that have been watching me for a while. But the only thing was we have an unfinished basement and the backyard wasn't done, like it wasn't fenced or anything. So Garrett just finished our backyard fencing, which I'm really excited about because now I can let my 2 dogs outside and I don't have to worry about watching them constantly because usually I just let them out front. But now I can let them outside, so now we're gonna like try to work on our landscaping for the backyard, and then after that we will try to do our basement. And then of course probably once we're done with everything we're gonna want to move again because this is definitely not our like forever home. Really good starter home, but not a forever home. The only reason we like had a house built was because it was really our only option. In Colorado, real estate is really hard right now. Like it's a seller's market, and like if you want to buy a house, like you pretty much have to have one built if you don't want to spend like way over your budget. So that's what we ended up doing, but we definitely won't be here forever. Probably about 5 years, and we've been here about 1.5 years now. So we have a little bit of ways left, but I'm hoping to make it really nice and make the property value go up and get really good money for it. So then my next home can be like my dream home. We'll probably have another house built once we've been here about 5 years. It's kind of the plan for us. Yeah, guys, other than that, not much going on. If you have any ideas on videos you want to see from me, go ahead and comment below with that. Also, if you have any questions about like what's been going on with me, because I'm sure I've forgotten a lot, because it's been 7 months. It's crazy. I can't believe I haven't made a video in that long. I've been wanting to for a while. I just like keep forgetting, or like I'm just busy. Or honestly, you guys might think I'm silly, but the days I like want to make a video, I'm just like too lazy to put makeup on and do my hair. And you guys really don't want to see that. And I've been breaking out really bad lately. And so I haven't been wearing makeup. This is like the first day in like over a week that I've actually wore a full face of makeup. And I did it just for you guys. So you should be happy. But yeah, I've been wanting to do it for a while. I'm glad I finally did. Like I said, comment with questions, ideas for videos and all of that below. If you guys just want to say something, go ahead. I'm really happy to be getting back into YouTube. So I will chat to you guys later. I will do a new video on the supplements we're taking and why and what they're doing, and if I think they're working, pretty soon here, probably within the next week. So I will talk to you guys soon. Hope all of you are having a great day. Baby dust to everybody. And if you're one of the lucky people that got your miracle and got your little baby, congratulations. I will talk to everybody later. Bye.